What's up guys, this is Chronic Rush and welcome to the first episode of my FIFA 14 Team of the Week predictions. And yes, I said FIFA 14 because if you didn't know, the web app is now live for FIFA 14. Make sure you go on there because you're going to get daily gifts and stuff like that. But today's episode we're going to be doing the Team of the Week number 1, and it's got some very decent players. Before I get into this episode, should I say, I've kind of got a cold and blocked nose and stuff like that, so my voice might sound slightly different, and just put that out in starters, and let's get into the squad. So it's going to be the first ever Team of the Week on FIFA 14. I'm guessing they're going to release it in the terms that the web app is actually now live, and I'm guessing they're going to release it, and the fact that FIFA 14 is playable. So most people are going to be playing FIFA 14 instead of FIFA 13, demos out and stuff like that. So I'm guessing they're going to release it on FIFA 14 web app, and maybe people will get them in packs. I'm not too sure on that one. But mainly people have been getting coins from daily gifts and a bit of trading. But it's kind of hard to make a stable amount of coins at the moment. But I think it's on September the 28th, I do believe FIFA 14 does come out. So that should be fairly interesting. But enough of that chit chat, and let's get into the substitutes. And the first player we're going to have here is the West Ham goalkeeper, Jussi Jääskeläinen. And this guy picked up a clean sheet as well as man of the match, and around 5 saves, some brilliant saves indeed, to keep a 0-0 draw against Southampton. A fantastic game indeed for him, and I definitely think he should get an in-form card. Very good performance by him on Sunday. Moving on to the next player, we've got a bronze centre-back, and that is a player called Tonelli, Lorenzo Tonelli. He plays for Empoli in the Serie B, and this guy went out and scored 2 goals and a clean sheet in their 2-0 win. As a centre-back, that is fairly impressive, basically getting his squad the points there. Moving on to the next player, we've got a player called Craig Bison, the Derby player, and this guy went out and picked up a hat-trick in their 5-1 win against Millwall at the weekend, and 3 goals from the midfield is fairly decent. Well, 3 goals from any player is fairly decent, but definitely a brilliant performance by him indeed. Moving on to the next player, we've got a player called Danny Quintela, I do believe, or Quintana. Plays in the Polish league, I do believe. And this guy picked up, I think he had a fantastic game. He picked up 2 goals, and I think it's around 3 assists. Some people playing 2, and some people saying 3. But I think it's around 3 assists in their 6-0 win at the weekend. So very good performance by him, picking up maybe like contributing 5 of the goals, should I say. Moving on to the next player, we've got El Hamoudi, the Moroccan striker, now plays for Malaga in the Liga BVA. And this guy went out and picked up 3 goals as well as an assist in, I believe, as well as man of the match, in, I believe, their 5-0 win at the weekend against Ray Vallecano, I do believe, in the Liga BVA. And moving on to the next sub, we got this player here, Bashwaria, I do believe, plays for Stade Liège in the Belgian Pro League. And this guy went out and picked up a hat-trick in their 4-2 victory at the weekend. And he looks like a fairly strong player as well. Well, I'd say strong, but he looks like a fairly decent player. Maybe his stats will go up a bit more pacey if he does get that inform card. And moving on to the final player on the substance, we have Joe, the striker, plays for Atletico Mineiro, and I cannot get him up. I'll just quickly do a reroute. But this guy actually went and picked up a hat-trick in their 3-0 win, but they did play on Friday, so he may not actually get in the squad. That's why I've left him in that final substitute spot. But let's get rid of that search bar and go on the squad creator for FIFA 14. We're going to be playing the 3-4-1-2 formation as always. And let's get into the squad. The first player we're going to have here is a goalkeeper called Ulrich, I do believe, plays for Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. And this guy went and picked up a clean sheet as well as man of the match in 8 saves in their 1-0 win against Hertha, the team who got promoted from the Bundesliga 2, and they had a very strong start to the season, very good performance as a squad as a whole, but keeping out the 1-0 victory for his squad, very impressive performance by him. Moving on to the first centre-back, we've got a player called Mendes, the Marseille centre-back, and this guy picked up a goal in around the 87th minute, as well as man of the match in their 1-1 draw at the weekend. Moving on to the next substitute, we got Ezvike Galaya, I do believe, the Benfica centre-back. And this guy went out and picked up 2 goals in their 3-1 win weekend. 2 goals from any centre-back basically just means they're going to get an in-form card. Moving on to the final defender, we got a player called Antunes. Plays as a left back for Malaga. Another Malaga player in this squad. This guy picked up, I believe, 2 assists as well as a clean sheet in their 5-0 win at the weekend. Moving on to the right mid, we have Aubameyang, the phenomenal player, I do believe. When he went to Borussia, he's fantastic at Saint Etienne. Went to Borussia, now he's just been playing out of his skin. And this weekend, Borussia went out and beat, I'm not too sure on the squad, but they went out and won 6-2 at the weekend. Aubameyang picking up 2 goals as well as an assist in that game. Another player from that squad is also in this squad builder, should I say. Moving on to the centre mids, the first player we're going to have here is a player called Sevilla. This player here, the Silva, plays for Real Betis in the Liga BBA. And this guy picked up 2 goals, man of the match, as well as an assist in their 3-1 win over Valencia, which was a fairly decent result. Valencia, fairly solid team in the BVA. Very, very good performance by him on the whole. Moving on to the second centre mid, we have Aaron Ramsey, the Arsenal centre mid, should I say, Welsh player, and he's been playing a fantastic start of the season so far, picking up a numerous number of goals. And this weekend, he picked up 2 goals, I believe, in Arsenal's 3-1 win over Sunderland, I do believe. I may have got that wrong. In their 3-1 win, over Sunderland, and one of the goals was a fairly decent finish as well. Moving on to the final player of the midfield, we're going to have another Barclays Premier League player, and that is Gylfi Sigurdsson, I do believe. And this guy picked up 2 goals as well as man of the match in their 2-0 win over Norwich, I do believe. Picking up those 2 goals to get them the 3 points, fair play to him. Moving on to the attack force, should I say, the first player we're going to have here, mainly playing in the striker role, should I say, is this player here, Voron, who plays, I think it is for Dynamo Moscow. I may have got that wrong, in the Russian league. But this guy picked up 3 goals as well as man of the match in their 4-1 win. Moving on to the 2 other strikers, the main strikers, the first player we're going to have here is this player called Mitoglu. I'm not too sure how you pronounce that. Plays for, I think it is Panathinaikos in the Hellas League or Greek League, and he too picked up a hat-trick in their 4-0 win. And the final player of this squad is going to be Lewandowski, the fantastic striker for Borussia. And this guy picked up 2 goals as well as an assist and man of the match in the Borussia 6-2 victory at the weekend. And he's going to be a very, very solid card indeed. Him, Aubameyang, Ramsey's a fairly decent cheap card, and there's some very, very nice cards in the squad. But let's quickly move over to this more fancy screen where you can see all the players. I've just changed that overall rating, none of the in-game stat ratings, so just ignore the card ratings. Just think about the total ratings. That's what I've guesstimated them up to. Also, you've got the substitutes here, and you've got some fairly nice players. Silver ones as well. Jaskalainen, probably a fairly decent BPL silver keeper. I think El Hamadi's fairly slow. This Bashuri guy, he looks fairly decent. Left back, he could be a fairly cheap left back. Ramsey, I'm not too sure on him. I haven't played with any of these cards, obviously, in FIFA 14, so I'm not too sure how they will play out. But obviously, Aubameyang and Lewandowski, those 2 informers would just be a fantastic cards. But guys, this is the end of the episode. I just want to say sorry about this cold. You can probably tell my voice is getting worse and more like I'm not too sure on the word, but it feels a bit grungy, should I say. My nose is just getting blocked through this speaking. 8 minutes of speaking does not help the nose whatsoever. But if I've missed any players, put that in the comments. I love reading them and see if I've missed any players. Also put your reasons why those players should be in the squad. If you like the episode, remember to hit the like button. Also remember to subscribe to stay tuned to upcoming episodes of this Team of the Week, where hopefully we'll be bringing one out every week on Tuesday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But guys, this is the end of the episode. This has been Credit Rush. Till next time, adios.